This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, July 24th, 2017. The title of this rant is CEOs are being paid 271 times that of the average worker. So from 1978 until 2016, CEO compensation adjusted for inflation has increased by 937%. At the same time, the average worker's compensation has just marginally, nominally increased. At the same time that their productivity has increased substantially. So their productivity has increased, CEO compensation has increased, but the compensation to the average worker has not been there at all. So in 1965, CEO to worker ratio was 20 to 1. 2016, 271 to 1. So again, average workers are being more productive. They ain't getting squat in terms of money. And the CEOs are getting all kinds of money all over the place. And the thing is, what does that do? That buys influence. So back in the 1960s and in the 70s, the tax rate on the rich was much, much higher. I think it was 70%, and in the 50s it was almost 90%. Reagan brought it down quite a bit. He brought it down a considerable amount. And of course, they're screaming now when Obama wanted to raise it from 36% to 39%. They were screaming bloody murder. But what it does is it buys influence. They give money to Republicans, they get a decrease in their taxes, they get decrease in regulations, they're allowed to increase the amount of air pollution that they do, the amount of soil pollution, the amount of water pollution. They have all kinds of laws that go in there that allow them to screw the average working person day in and day out. And so they make more money. They use that money to give to Republicans. Republicans then influence the tax laws and every other types of regulations to improve the quality and the amount of money that CEOs can get. And that is why we have in the United States now the greatest discrepancy between rich and poor ever. And also the United States has the greatest discrepancy between rich and poor amongst all of the industrialized nations. And we're having a little health care bill that's going on this week. The betrayer of trust is screaming bloody murder about it. But remember, it really is not a health care bill. It's a tax cut to the wealthy bill being disguised as a health care bill. They have to get the health care bill through, which includes tremendous tax cuts to the wealthy, so that they can reduce taxes on corporations more when they get into corporate tax reform, which is their next thing. See, they're trying to screw you any way they can. Vote Democratic, resist, resist, resist.